In this lesson, we're going to be learning about the Python basis. When we say basis, we're talking about the fundamentals of programming in Python. And we're going to be starting with the syntax and semantics. When we say syntax, we're talking about the rules or set of rules to be observed when writing in a programming language. Let's say you want to write in English language. There are certain rules to be observed. We'll have grammatical rules, we'll have punctuation rules, we'll have such rules in programming, and such rules are known as syntax. And we're going to be starting with the first one, which is comments. Before we start, there are a couple of things I want to show you. So right now, I'm inside of the Visual Studio Code, and this section is known as the text editor. This is where you type in your code. And if you look towards the left, you are going to see a number. This is what we call a line number. It's automatically provided for us by the Visual Studio Code. So if I hit enter, you can see I'm in line 2. If I hit enter again, you can see I'm in line 3. Now, the next thing I want to show you is how programs are executed. For instance, if I type print, maybe print 4, and I have print 5, and I have print 6, and I run this program, you can see we have 4, 5, and 6. So what actually happens is that codes are executed from top to the bottom. Now, let's go back to the syntax. The very first thing we're going to learn about is what we call the comment. Comments are texts that we use to provide descriptions or explanations to our code. They are not executable. Just like what I have here in line 3, this is a typical example of a comment. It is non-executable. To write a comment in Python, all you have to do is to provide a hash symbol, otherwise known as a pound symbol, and then the piece of text. So you can say any text that is preceded by a hash or pound symbol is considered to be a comment. I can have this as my first program. I know sometimes we use comments. Maybe you want to give titles to your code. Maybe you want to explain your line of thought, or maybe you want to make it easy for other developers to understand what your program is doing. These are typically what we use comments for. So this is an example of a comment. And in Python, we basically have two types of comments. We have what we call the single line comments, like this. These are single line comments. They span across only one line of code. So we have single line comments. So this is an example of a single line comment. Then the next type of comment is what we call the multi-line comment. And for this comment, we use the triple quotes. For instance, I can have 1, 2, 3. And inside of the quotes, I can now provide my comment text. Maybe I can have line 1, I can have line 2. So basically, in multi-line comments, your comment can span across multiple lines. And if you look at this multi-line comment, I use triple single quotes. The rule is this: if you are to use single quotes at the beginning, you have to end it with single quotes. Apart from using single quotes, I can as well use triple double quotes. For instance, I can have 1, 2, and 3. So this is also a multi-line comment. Now let's put something a bit more realistic. I can have something like author. I'll provide the name of the person that wrote the program. I can have date. I can have something like 6/6/2026. I can provide description about the program, in as much as these are not typically what we do in real life programming circumstances. Then apart from the single and the multi-line comment, we also have a special type of comment which we call the inline comment. This type of comment normally comes after a statement. For instance, I can have something like print 5. Then after this print statement, I can provide a pound or hash symbol and a comment. In this case, I may want to explain what print 5 does. I can have something like displays 5. So this is what we'll call the inline comment. Apart from using comments for documentations or to provide explanations in your code, there are situations whereby maybe your program is not working as it should. You may want to simply comment out maybe a couple of lines of code or a line of code to see what is wrong with your program. Let's say you have this statement, print hello. And for some reason, this particular line is giving you issues, or maybe your program is running into a problem and you don't even know where it is coming from. You may wish to temporarily comment out this line of code. And by commenting it out, it means that the statement is no longer executable. And to do this, you can simply hold the control key and then the /, and this converts it to a comment. And as a comment, it is no longer executable. And if you want to remove the comment, you simply click anywhere on the line, hold the control, and then the /, then it removes the comment.